Welcome back to yet more Dungeon Dice Monsters here on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. Don't worry, we'll be past this soon, don't you worry. This is the second video of 2 for the Dungeon Dice Monsters 4-part mini-series, I guess. This time we're going to see the conclusion of Yugi versus Duke. And yeah, it's kind of weird how after this, we don't really talk about Dungeon Dice Monsters in the anime at all. Probably because it kind of just died out really fast. So let's get on to it. Next week, we're finally starting Season 2, but let's get on finishing Season 1. Of course, we have Taya once again talking about everything where we know about how Duke's already blaming Yuki for everything. We got that. Okay? But Duke already kind of explained it great in the last few episodes. I think we got it. Don't worry. Once again, Joey, unfortunately, is just being bullied so hard for doing basically nothing. And at this point, this is just abuse and probably a crime that Joey can report, but doesn't because, I don't know, the anime, I guess. Yeah, guys, don't do anything to help Joey out. Just leave him there to suffer. You guys are friends of the years, am I right? In order to use the special abilities, you gotta go get, like, 3 of these different crests. Look, I'm not gonna go over a whole video about how Dungeon Dice Monsters work, since there's literally never, ever another Dungeon Dice Monsters fight in its entire show, so it's not that worth going over that much. Basically, in order to get, like, certain abilities, you gotta roll a certain amount of crests. It's the basic of it. Yeah, and of course, Duke is surprised how fast Yugi picks up on this. He's a king of games. What do you expect? It's kind of easy. Plus, there's a help screen beside him. Of course, it's easier for him to help out. And also, you were making the rules. It's because, of course, it's going to take you a while, Duke. Apparently, how the dungeon pathway works to get to your heart points, we have to have space with nothing on it to get by. If someone else's path is in the middle of your path, I guess you just can't go through there. Man, this is rules that are basically kind of just like, so basically you can't move. It's like the face down defense mode or something like that. And then Duke has a black die, which can hide some of the high level monster. This is way too much like duel monsters to be mostly different, let's be honest. Now Yugi gets this ninja guy that goes through the Duke's own Vortex Force to finally wipe out one of Duke's heart points. Because that happens. Look, this is a really quick recap, okay? Dungeon Dice Monsters is still confusing, alright? And of course, Duke needs to reference again of how a goddamn Vortex warping works. I think we got it from, like, the literal previous episode. I think we can all get by that now. Of course, Yugi's gonna win because this is Yugioh and he's gotta win back Joey's freedom. Also, you can't be king of games if you can't win more than, like, 1 game, I guess, so there's the standards here. Apparently, he has this thing where you can change attack crest into defense crest, where I don't think this regular monster and duel monsters had any special abilities at all. Man, this is a lot like duel monsters, where he says special ability, where it's like change attack, it's like changing it to attack mode to defense mode. This is way too much like duel monsters to kind of be like a separate thing like I previously just said. He managed to summon the Dark Magician to the field, because, please is summoning for high-level monsters, because, yep, this is how that works. Remember, Yugi went in with a completely random dice before not knowing what dice he was going to get, by the way. And he buds both the Magical Hats ability and the Mystic Box ability, which, wow, okay. This is still way too much like Duel Monster. In the end, Yugi managed to get the last of Duke's heart points and wins. And of course, Duke apologizes for being the biggest... Well, I'm not going to say it on this channel, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. He's being a real douchebag. And yes, apparently, now his game takes off because of Pegasus, because plot convenience, and also because it's the last episode of this. Yeah, and how does it... Yeah, and then he's just kind of part of Yuki's friend group when we get into the middle of Battle City. Don't worry, it might not be important later. Yeah, that was Dungeon Dice Monsters. The 2 parts I had to do it. It's way too much. It's a cool idea with dice, but it's still way too much like... It would be a cool thing if it was its own thing. It's still way too much like Duel Monsters. That's all I got for you. See you all next time for Season 2. See you later.